Hey, folks. Welcome to the first episode of Tips for 12thies. I'm your friendly neighborhood philosopher, struggling scholar, your guide, your mentor, whatever you want to call me. And I'm really excited to have you here on this first episode. We have a really nice tip for you today, like really good. I think I was given this advice a long time ago, but I did not follow it and I regret it. I regret it a lot. So don't make the same mistake. Let us enjoy this. Okay, let us enjoy this episode and I hope this the thingy really helps you. But before we start, some housekeeping. Yes, this episode has been on the work for some time. Like I prepared the main pointers quite a while ago, like about a week ago, but I could not really record it because I have my exams as well. I recently passed my grade 12th with 94% in science stream, and naturally I have my competitive exams and so on. They are never going to end, but for sure till like mid-June I am absolutely not free, so I'm making this video under a time crunch. So yeah, things are really messy for me out here, but hey, I'm a person who likes to help my juniors, so this is for you. And yeah, let's get started. By the way, stay tuned for the rest of the episodes. I'm going to be more frequent after my exams. All right, so back on track, back on the first tip of this whole series. That is, da-da-da-da-da-da, get done with your lab manuals, your projects, and everything that you need for practicals as soon as possible. Yes, I'm going to repeat that because it's so important. So important. Get done with your lab manuals, with your projects, and with everything that you need to submit before your practicals so that you can get the internal marks. Yeah, the teachers need something, right? The teachers will need something to give you marks upon. Usually it's like projects, it's your lab manuals, and so on and so on. So get done with those. Why? Why am I saying this? Because for every one of you 12thies out there, the later part of the year is so chaotic. All right, it's so chaotic, especially for the science stream. All right, you have your JEE mains in January and boards in starting mid-February ish, for all of you, right? So, and like it gets so chaotic for all of you, not only science, but all of you, very chaotic. Later part, very chaotic. You have to revise, you have to do all of the stuff. Your pre-boards, not to forget those. Pre-boards, definitely, they're a lot stressing. And usually what happens, teachers in the school, most often they tell you to finish those things around that time only, because they don't tell you before that, but I'm telling you before that, finish up with the stuff. Here's a note on the reality. Okay, here's a note on reality. The practicals, the lab manuals especially, what happens in most school is that it's just copy and paste. Just copy and paste. The examiner does not really check your lab manuals. They just check, kaboom, that's it. They ask you questions, that's a different thing. And the lab attendance is important as well. But the lab manuals, it's just usually copy and paste. Nobody really asks you to, hey, show me, write me this, right? Show me how the titration happens, give me the table. Nobody asks you that, right? It's basically just copy and paste. So it would be very helpful if you're done with all of the labor work, which is like writing all of this, before you even need it. You don't have time for labor work around the later part. So better utilize your summer vacations to write those practicals, write those projects and whatever. All right. That's the whole tip for today. No, I'm not ending yet. I'm not ending this yet because there's more to this. There's more to this. Like, where are you supposed to find all of this information? Like, what to write, what to copy, what to paste, right? What not to paste, and so on. But before that, my producer, whose name is also Nibir, asked me to talk to you about supporting this podcast. Yes, well, I know this is the first episode, so on, but hey, it takes time to make all of this, right? It takes time and cost and whatever. But hey, I'm not anyone to charge you, all right? I don't like charging people for something that I am like very interested myself, intrinsically motivated to supply. But that motivation sometimes falters. It sometimes gets low, and you can help me with that, right? You can help me with that by sharing this podcast and engaging with me, asking me questions, asking me how it was, right? If the thingy helped you, if it did not, and giving me feedback on how it was. It's really, really helpful for me to see you guys, like having fun or maybe whatever, right? It helps me a lot, trust me. So, yeah, you can support this podcast not by paying me or anything. Of course, you can feel free to send me money. Feel free to send me money. But hey, you don't have to, right? You don't have to. You can share this podcast instead and email me at podpod, that's pod at nibirsan.org. The links will be in the description. The email will be in the description. Ask me questions. Email me with all of your queries or anything that you have. Trust me, it really makes my day, right? It really makes my day, and I love you guys. And let's get back onto the whole tip thingy, right? Great. So, where was I? Where do you find these thingies? And what thingies do you have to do? Well, okay. Basic structure is that you have, especially if you're in science, you're going to have to maintain lab manuals, that is, practical notebooks, those thingies, plus projects for physics and chemistry, English as well. And for you humanities students, you also have to do geography, history, and political science. I think I'm not very familiar with what exactly goes on. For the specific information, okay, for what you absolutely have to do, ask your seniors, ask your teachers. Hey, sir, ma'am, what am I supposed to do? Right? What am I supposed to do to get the marks? You ask your teacher that, and I guess they'll be really helpful. They'll be really glad to see you, working on things before you even, have to, right? It's pretty cool. So ask your seniors, ask your teachers. But if they don't have the information, or if they're just like, hey, you have time, spend time on studies now. If they're like that, congratulations, you also have an alternative, the official alternative, which is going on to the website cbseacademic.nic.in. I'll link the website again in the description. Going to that website, going to the curriculum, and selecting your subject there. CBSE doesn't really change this part of the syllabus, this part of the curriculum, so it has been going on for like long time. Everything, this is just the same, and you'll find all of your practicals, all of your activities, all of your projects written there. So you can just find it on the internet, go on to Scribd or something like that, copy paste. Yeah, you're cool, you're done, man. You're done. That's it. Okay, that's it. Nobody will say, hey babe, this is not a thingy, unless, like, of course, if you don't ask your teacher, that would be bad. Ask your teacher first, right? So get an approval and send them the thingy to make sure it's good enough, it's all cool, so you'll be done. But the main part is you have the source, like the official source of where to find this thingy. That's the curriculum from the official CBSE academic website. And where do you get it? Well, like the internet has a lot of like people who post their own CBSE practical projects and activities and stuff. You can just copy and paste it from there. That's it. For the lab manuals, I'm sure your seniors will also have the thingies. I think the school also has that, but some examiners like tier off the practical notebooks so that so that people don't copy it for the next time. But I have not seen it happen too many times. So maybe get the information, right. Get the information of where you can get the thingy. But hey, main idea: go on curriculum website, the thingies PDF, and find what exactly you have to do. Also ask your teachers and seniors of what's going on. This is like goes on for most of the subjects, like physics, chemistry, English, and whatever. So that's going to help you a lot. Again, what else do I have? Do I have anything else? Yes, deadlines. We have deadlines. Your practicals are going to happen around mid January, just around J mains time. Again, I'll make another very nice episode on practicals of what goes on, the thingies, the things examiner asks, and whatever in the next episode. Like, not the next, but like in one of the next episodes. But yeah, sure. Uh, Deadlines mid January. You need to utilize all of the time in your summer vacations, in your puja break or whatever, to get done with all of this, because we will not have time around that. Okay, you have your all of the exams and all of the revisions to do, so don't waste that time, right? As I said, this advice was given to me, but I did not follow it because I didn't care, right? I didn't care. I said, hey, I have a lot of time. My teachers will say when to do, right? My teachers are very reliable. Well, they are reliable, but it's not their job to say things like this. Okay, it's not their job to take care of you, like take care of what you're supposed to do, like check up on you every day, every minute. It's not their job. Their job is to give you guidance, give you, teach you lessons and all the stuff. Again, I'm not going to go on to the detail. I'm sure your teacher helps out a lot. You ask them questions, they'll answer you back, but it's not their job to keep you feeding all of the information all the constantly, right? I don't think any teacher should do that. I mean, yeah. So yeah, that's the thingy. Ask your teacher, they'll give you the information. If you don't ask your teacher, they will not. I did not ask my teacher. Don't do that. And instead, like, get the thingy done, all right, as soon as possible. That's all the advice I had for this one. I hope it helps you out. And we will again talk about practicals and all the things later. You can send me any of your queries, any of your questions, and the things that you want me to tell you in my email, that is pod@nibirsan.org, pod at nibirsan, nibirsan.org. That's the email. Send me an email with any of your questions. I'll answer that in the next episode and also give you a shout out. Yes, you are a very good student. I love you guys, and just keep on going. All right, just keep on going. You're doing great. It's a beautiful journey. You're gonna learn a lot. You're gonna suffer a lot. You're gonna, overcome that suffer a lot, and it's yeah, it's amazing. Yeah, that's all. Check out my blog, which is in the description. I make cool stuff, even though like for like last 3 months I haven't been able to write stuff. Exams and all, exams. Check out the Discord server we have, in which you'll find many cool people, many good folks who want to study, who want to focus, who want to be better version of themselves, and just, yeah, that's almost it. And stay tuned for the next episode, which will probably be on, I don't know, you'll find that out in the next one. All right, so see ya, and take care of yourself, take care of your family and your loved ones, and stay hydrated, and don't forget to stay frosty. Yoo-hoo! All right, that was cringe.